So now it's my great pleasure to welcome John Bendel. John is the Principal Fund CFO and Chief Accounting Officer at Vanguard. Now, Vanguard's a marquee name in the financial services industry and globally. So I imagine many of you are either customers of theirs or very familiar with their services. But John, welcome to the audience and welcome to Oracle Live. Maybe you can give a background both on yourself and just some things about Vanguard that the audience may not be aware.
Great, thanks, Steve. It's a pleasure to be here today. So my name is John Bendel. I'm the Chief Accounting Officer and Fund CFO at Vanguard. So my responsibilities include our corporate finance functions, which includes our business technology teams, our accounting operations and controllers group, our financial reporting teams, along with treasury and payroll. And then on the fund side, I oversee a similar set of teams, including fund accounting, fund reporting, and our fund treasury team. Vanguard, is probably a lot of you know, is the second largest asset manager in the world. We manage over 7 trillion of assets under management, and that includes all different asset classes: equity, fixed income, different geographies, and strategies. We also have different businesses beyond the asset management core of the firm, including financial advice, 401 record keeping services. We operate in over 20 countries around the world, and we have 17,000 crew. We call our employees crew, the nautical theme of Vanguard. And in addition, we have about 30 million clients or customers that we serve each and every day, with a primary focus on the retail investor. And a big thank you to those in the audience that are listening that are clients of Vanguard.
Those are some amazing numbers: 30 million customers and 7 trillion in assets managed. Now, the financial services market get hit, in many different dimensions by COVID and the global pandemic. How is Vanguard, to keep with your nautical theme, how's Vanguard kind of weathered this storm, major disruption, and how have you dealt with the uncertainty?
Yeah, it's a great question, Steve, and it really has been a unique and challenging year. I think it's been a testament to the teams at Vanguard. We've maintained operational resiliency and operational excellence through the COVID pandemic, with 95% plus of our workforce operating remotely. We've also have a business model that has benefited from the diversification that I talked about earlier. So we've been very fortunate from a business model perspective that our diversification on an asset class perspective, products and service we offer our clients, as well as geographies that we serve, have really helped our company continue to perform exceptionally well through the crisis that we've gone through. Vanguard has been a company that's always embraced innovation, technologically savvy firm. It's very important in the industry we operate in asset management, where technology and how we serve our clients is really important. And we really started the journey to Oracle Cloud a little bit before the pandemic hit, probably about 2 or 3 months prior. And we really, as we thought about the pandemic and the remote work environment, we wanted to keep the pedal down on the implementation of Oracle. And the Oracle team helped us do that, and we really didn't miss a beat. We moved to a remote work environment and elevated our ERP/PM solutions for our FP&A teams in the summer of 2020. We elevated our ERP platform shortly thereafter and continue to elevate our procurement module. So we didn't take the foot off the gas even with the pandemic, and the Oracle team really helped us get there through this challenging environment we're dealing with.
Yeah, that's interesting. So you talked about how Vanguard's got a history of embracing technology and embracing new innovation. We talk a lot in this session about how finance and CFOs are moving to the cloud. What was part of your decision as far as the why did you decide to move the operations part to the cloud?
Yeah. And we've been on a journey for a number of years now, Steve. One of our firm-wide strategies is really to move to modern architecture in the cloud. So that's a broad Vanguard-wide strategy. And moving to Oracle Cloud was a natural extension of that strategy. As you know, running our business in the cloud has a lot of benefits over on-prem data centers. I mean, there's resiliency that is much better for the cloud environment, including Oracle Cloud availability. And when you just think about the cost aspects of running on-prem data centers versus the cloud, it's a much more important consideration for us, and one of the real reasons we went on the journey.
So that's interesting. So you've already touched on kind of cost, resiliency, the unfortunate / unexpected, but ability to work from home. But now that you're live on cloud or cloud ERP or with Oracle, what are some of the business results you're seeing, or really what are some of the enablers that the Oracle Cloud Service is allowing you to do from a business perspective?
We had a highly customized on-prem solution that hadn't been updated in a number of years because it was highly customized. It was expensive to upgrade. We were many years behind on both the upgrades and how we looked at our on-prem solution. So we took this as a chance to step back and look at what are the best practices, because we thought not only would adopting the Oracle Cloud technology drive a lot of efficiency and effectiveness, but it would also help us with our business process changes that we wanted to make. So we really took a philosophy that we're going to have no customizations out of the box, use the best practices that the Oracle Cloud platform had to offer. We did a lot of diligence on that, talked to a lot of customers that really had successfully gone through an Oracle implementation, and the benefits of that have been huge. We've seen it in a number of ways. One, just thinking about productivity. We used to think about our AP close, it would take a half a day. When we run the cycle in Oracle, it takes minutes. When we think about the transparency of information in the Oracle Cloud Platform, that really end-to-end solution, when you look at it from planning, EPM, all the way through to ERP and procurement, the ability to see the data and to look at that across all the finance functions and even have self-service capabilities for our business has been really powerful. And then I would also say, when you think about some of the procurement modules, we used to get requests to approve different invoices or work orders, and it would take multiple clicks in and out of different systems. It's a one-click stop. I mean, it's so much more efficient for many, many users across Vanguard that need to interact with procurement, but maybe don't need to interact with the core EPM or ERP platforms, where we've also seen a lot of benefits on the efficiency front.
Yeah, that's amazing, because I think of Vanguard as like a very forward-looking, technology-savvy company at the beginning to begin with. But it's amazing when you get into a lot of the little details, especially of close, the benefits of taking a look and modernizing process. So it's great to be partner with you on that. Now, one other thing that you mentioned was the benefits of kind of the end-to-end solution, or what we say running the business in the same fully integrated cloud platform and having your data all in one place. What benefits do you expect from that, kind of the accessibility and the one place for all the data that you have?
Yeah, I mean, clearly we've seen it help with enhanced decision making. I think when you have that access to the data end to end, you're able to make better decisions in a more rapid fashion. When the data is fragmented, you're dealing with a lot of manual intervention, a lot of manual processes. When you have it all in one integrated platform, the visibility that the FP&A community has and the accounting community has into the data can just help them serve the business partners and help accelerate that journey in order to improve, our goals and objectives. So it really has benefited us immensely, because you're not searching for data. It's all there. It's all in one place. And I think one thing that we spent a lot of time doing, and it was good advice by Oracle, is look at the dimensionality of the chart of accounts. When you think about chart of accounts, don't think of it just as a chart of accounts. Think of it as a data, dimensionality in order to extract data in a more rich way after you're done with the implementation. Spend the time up front and look at the dimensionality of that, because really it helps with your data management. And then it's going to even further enrich the capabilities of the platform when you look at how you want to extract and use that data, later on in your journey with the implementation.
Yeah, well, I can imagine at a scope of a $7 trillion portfolio, having access and quick decisions make major impact. So that's great to hear that benefit. John, it's really been an honor to be really just part of the cloud journey with Vanguard. What we talk a lot about is we're just solely focused on trying to improve that customer experience and change and be much more of a service company. How would you evaluate, how are we doing on that? How would you describe your relationship with Oracle? And what do you expect us next for our future together?
Yeah. First, I'd like to say just a big thank you to the Oracle team. Oracle's been a terrific business partner at every step of the way. One thing we did, which has really helped, we had Oracle leaders embedded in our governance process. It's important to have a good governance process as you implement an ERP, EPM, procurement, solution like this. And having Oracle sit on our governance committee really helped us accelerate the process. And they were actively engaged in trying to help us think about things we might not have considered on our own. Second, I think the community that Oracle has of users, right? More and more people are migrating to the cloud platform. There's a really rich user community that's very willing and open to share. And then that helps Oracle with feedback on the product roadmap. And Oracle genuinely wants that feedback on how to make the product roadmap, the best it can be for their client base. And then I would say the last thing are the day two activities. Getting to implementation of the platform is what I'll refer to as day one, but really day two, we're just as excited about because we want to implement Oracle Analytics, narrative reporting, the accounting hub. We have a lot of day two efforts that we think can even further enhance, our efficiency, effectiveness, and value that we can bring as a finance function. So we're just as excited about that journey that we're gonna keep the pedal down and continue on that piece of our journey as well post the go live of the main core platform. So it's been a real great experience, and it's been a huge benefit for us as a finance organization at Vanguard.
Well, John, again, I can't thank you enough for the time. You brought a smile to my face with so many things as far as implementing and being able to reduce your close time and be able to get better information. But more importantly, some of the advice or some of the lessons learned, just sharing with the audience. I can't thank you enough. It's been extremely valuable, I think, for all in the audience. And we really appreciate your time. Thank you very much, John.
Yeah, thank you, Steve, for having me. It's been a pleasure.